Time being 7 o'clock, I open the Halifax Planning Board meeting. Members present, Amy Troop, Rick, Mary, and Gordon Andrews. On the agenda, we have 7 o'clock. We don't have any appointments, right? Appointment, 7 o'clock, Waddell, 258 Home Street.
285.
285, sorry.
Is it dark in here for you?
Yeah,
Want me to read it?
sure.
Okay. Discussion, any zoning bylaw review changes, 5G policy and a zoning article, proposed bylaw changes, which has a star because we're actually only talking about a hearing, pasture lane status, we have bills and for Emery Engineering, we have meeting minutes from March 3rd, we have correspondence and other business.
Do I have a motion to accept the agenda as read?
I'll make a motion to accept the agenda as read.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? None. Okay. We're still waiting for Brendan to be able to talk about Waddell.
So, should
Hopefully he'll
we,
be here shortly.
Brendan's not gonna make it. He said sorry, he has some family stuff wrapping up from his father passing away.
All right.
We're not gonna have a quorum to talk about your property, sorry.
Okay.
Thanks for coming, can we put you on the next meeting?
I think moving forward, I'm not a land developer by any means, so my expertise is in highway construction. So the last year I've been trying to work and, help out and come to everything. I feel like I've done the best that I can for my expertise. So I think moving forward, that for the property and any correspondence and matters moving forward, my uncle's gonna defer to council. So that's the next step that he'd like to go.
Okay.
Because it just seems like it's an ongoing thing, which is, it is what it is at this point, I guess. So it's kind of above my expertise now. So I think that's the route that he's gonna go. So he's got some questions, and you guys will probably get a letter formally asking some questions, so.
Okay. Will he come to the next meeting to present the lighting plan and drainage inquiries?
I guess what I'll do is if, I'll just relay what happened today, and then they'll make that decision.
Okay.
All right?
Yep.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, moving on. The zoning bylaw changes.
So we can discuss them because it's not the hearing, right?
Were you here for the hearing? or-
No, I was here for Goodell.
Oh, okay. Okay, so we have two petition articles that are coming up, and we need to set a hearing date for those.
Thank you.
So what are we gonna do for the advertising? If we do it now, we can get it in for,
22nd.
The 20, sorry. So we'll be advertising tomorrow, it will be in the advertising, will be in tomorrow and at the 25th. So then they can be on the
21st.
April 25th?
It's the 21st,
Of
April.
April 21st.
And they're gonna be on the, what's this? I already submitted the advertising.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm just saying, so we're gonna hold the hearing on the 21st?
No, that's what I'm looking at. Sorry.
Don't be sorry.
Come on. Why am I so sorry? Let me- So, yeah, so it would be the 21st.
At 7 o'clock, or?
I haven't made that agenda, but we can put that on for 7.
But it's
It would
gotta
be
be in the
advertised.
advertisement, right?
Yeah.
Yes, I do have the advertising in here and in piles of paper somewhere. And
So-
I do have it on for 7.
Okay.
Thanks, Joanne.
So if everyone wants to take a look at those so that we're ready for that, for the hearing.
And then I imagine we'll get a 5G one according to the agenda.
Yeah.
I don't see that right now.
So it just seems to be that one of them is by a percentage of the alcohol licenses, and the other one is just by 2 in the town. And I think the, looks like the alcohol is the retail sales. So
Yeah.
based on the number of.
So if you went by
liquor
20% of the
stores,
alcohol, would it be more than 2?
So 20% of the number of
Yeah,
liquor stores.
right.
So that
So
would
how many
be,
we have? We have one,
well,
Mont
limited to
Ponce?
one.
well, we have one in Waponsa, right?
Yeah, but
They have a liquor license.
1, 2, you know, do you call convenience stores liquor stores? You know, like Lindy's, it's, you know,
Don't they have, I
they
think they have a
have
liquor
beer
license.
and wine there.
So there's them, the one in Mont Ponce, then Harmony.
Does Mobile sell beer?
yes.
So is that 4?
I'm gonna make a copy of this.
20% of 4 is 1.
Yeah, 1. Sounds good.
Yeah, the selectmen should have a list of the number of liquor licenses.
Mm. So it's liquor licenses or just liquor stores? So that does, that
It
doesn't
says
include
20% of the number of liquor
stores?
licenses issued and/or authorized to be issued within the town. So I think by state, we get a certain number of liquor licenses. So maybe they're not even all out, but whatever that number is. For the retail sale of alcoholic beverages not to be drunk on the premises or sold.
Sorry.
So that one is kind of based around that, and then the other option they have is just plain 2.
Well, even if it's, what is it, 8 or 9 liquor licenses in the town, 20% of that would be less than 2.
But I think it's for this says for the sales, not to be drunk on the premises.
Yes, which is just an odd way of putting it to me.
Well, it's not, so it's not the restaurants, it's not a bar.
Right. But even if it's 4, 20% is what, 1? Not even, less than 1. Because 5 would make it 1. If we had
I
5
don't think there's any other place in town that sells liquor, right?
mobile, and that's beer, right?
Lindy's and Monpont.
And how many? So that would make it less than 1 marijuana.
Yeah, so they have to cut that one in half that we have already,
So-
Well, no, I mean, then it says,
or
but
2,
no less than 2,
no less than 2?
I believe. So if it doesn't work out with the percentages, it still brings us to
So you
2.
still have 2. I mean, 2 is plenty.
Or 2, yep.
Yeah, or 2.
So simply,
And then the other one just simply says 2. So we'll have a hearing on that and go over that.
on the 21st at 7 o'clock,
Yep. We have Bill,
we can't vote on
the
it.
bills?
Can you vote on it, because it's 285 Home Street? We don't have quorum. Or can Rick vote on the bill? Technically not, right?
To pay the bill, I would think so. Yeah, I don't think, yeah,
Well, I just would,
I don't think we have to worry about that.
I don't know, I kind of disagree, but, okay. Can we put it off to the next meeting? Or is it too far away to pay them? I don't think that would, I just think that would probably be better off, just that you didn't have any, because it's 285,
Yeah,
Home
well, it's
Street.
just a bill though.
I know, but it still has to do with the property that you recuse yourself from. And I think in other meetings, I've noticed that people recuse themselves from things
Oh,
that,
really, from everything even,
paying the bills.
yeah?
I just think it would be safer to just wait, my opinion.
Doesn't
Okay.
make, yeah, that's fine. Okay.
And then we have Pastor Lane.
Yeah, Pastor Lane, I've tried reaching out to John Paquette numerous times in the last couple of weeks. 3 weeks ago, I spoke to him, and they were gonna get something going, he was gonna call and say what the schedule was, and no, I haven't gotten a return phone call or anything.
So
And I know the residents are all upset.
should I read town council into record?
Yeah, you can.
Okay. This is to do with,
Let me say first. Well,
it's just the
this
laws.
is advice from town council, so I don't think we really need to read it in.
Okay. Just in case. Oh, because if there was, okay. Makes sense. So it was given to the planning board and not,
Yeah, it's advice given to the planning board.
we can't do
But I
meeting.
think maybe, we ought to think about, maybe we ask for the selectmen to give us permission to use town council, maybe to see what we can do to,
I thought we already did
Isn't
that.
that we already, didn't hear,
Well, we
is that what
have.
this is about? Didn't he go through it?
yeah.
I mean, how many times have you had town council look into that over the years? You know, I mean, is it worth it to keep spending more money on town council?
Well, there is an issue where they've conveyed that lot out,
Yeah,
and there's a covenant on it, so the developer can't pass off responsibilities by doing that, but that's what he's trying to do. So, if you don't do anything within 3 years, then that's out the window too. So, I think maybe we ought to speak with the selectmen and see if we can talk to town council about that. Because if there's any clout there, I don't want to lose it by allowing the time to go by. Because it's just been dragging out and dragging out.
We did ask him when we had the A&R workshop here with Huxham, right? Was that the one that was here? He was there. So I believe that we've already asked him.
I don't think we'd be spending a lot of money. It's a question to him and find out if that's something we should do.
Yes.
It's because of that time frame is what I'm looking at.
Yeah, it's-
Because, you know, it would be fine if the guys were doing something.
Yeah, I mean, it's almost like squeezing blood out of a rock by the, since I've been here, that's all I've been hearing, every meeting is
Yeah,
Pasture
we have to
Lane and
do
nothing
something
happens.
about it.
you know?
Yeah. Well, we did get somewhere at one point. So we can't do meeting minutes. So we'll push that off to the next meeting. Because there's a portion of it that we'll need Brendan for.
Yep. So is there a, is there a request to the board to follow up with that, or you want to drop it, or?
On what? On Pasture Lane?
Yeah.
I don't know, what do you think?
Is there anybody on the Zoom meeting tonight that's here for Pasture Lane?
I don't think there's anybody on.
There's no one on Zoom but me.
It's Caesar.
Well, I didn't know if it was just the Caesar screen or if it's like.
No, it's all right. It's on gallery view, so if someone else joins, they'll show up.
Okay, thank you.
Well,
At the meeting minutes, I think that they only require 3 signatures.
But there's a portion that, of the meeting that Rick had to recuse himself
Oh,
from.
okay. All right, I see it.
And it's a lot of the minutes, you know?
Right, that was most of the meeting.
Right. And then the other, we have a hearing coming up on the 7th.
Elevated roof.
Yeah.
Did you want to table what I was discussing then?
Sorry. Did I move on from it? I was trying to see if there was anybody on the meeting for that, but, I think we need to do something, clearly. But I don't really know exactly what we can do. Except for, I agree with you in the fact that he shouldn't have been able to sell the lot, and like we discussed with Holly when she was here, like, we need to do something to stop a non-bonded lot from being sold, to prevent this from occurring again. Besides, you know, going forward in the future, never not taking a bond.
So who owns the lot now, Huxham?
No, that's
No,
the
Hudson's
attorney
our
for the town.
attorney.
I mean Huxham, I mean,
John Paquette.
yeah,
and-
Paquette. He owns it now. Is he originally owning it?
No,
No.
that was, is that Walter Graney? No.
I'll look it up. I can't remember who that was.
So how long has Paquette had it?
2 years.
And when he bought the lot, he supposedly was gonna do the road, but he's not gonna do the road.
Well, I mean, I don't know that he's not gonna do it, but, you know, we've been told, we're gonna start it now, and nothing happens. And if the time frame on the 3 years runs out, then, you know, right now, you know, that can be held over him.
So you think that Huxham can put some
Well, I mean,
pressure on him?
he can give us advice whether to try to do something or not do something.
Yeah.
That's my
I-
question is
I suppose it doesn't
whether it
hurt to
makes
see what he
sense
says, you
to-
know? I mean,
to pursue it or not pursue
yeah,
it.
I mean, I'm sure he
I'm
don't have
not
to
looking to
spend,
spend money that,
no, he shouldn't have to spend a lot of time on figuring that one out.
no, I think it's just a question and he can
Yeah.
give us the answer.
Yeah, that's all, yeah.
All right.
I'm just looking up who the former owner was, just so that we can do that. Well, it's actually an LLC, Bella G LLC, so if that's Parkett. And he purchased it from,
Oh, yeah, another company.
Michael Goodman.
Oh, yeah, okay, he was the owner.
Was he the original?
Yep.
Oh, yeah. So it's changed hands once?
Well, it changed hands to
No, actually, wait a minute.
Mark Camo, and then it went from Mark Camo back
Actually, no, this is the,
to Goodman.
Mass Build LLC owned it in December 22nd, 2017. Sold, according to this is not the registry of deeds. This is an assessor's field card. June 26, 2020, Michael P. Goodman owned it for less than a month when he sold it to Bella G LLC on July 21st, 2020. So there's been 2 sales.
That's what I said. It went to
Sorry.
Camo, and then Camo found out that there was more work than what he was told.
Okay.
Then it went back to Goodman, and then Goodman,
See, it wasn't supposed to be sold, period, until the
it has
road
a
was
covenant
finished,
on
right?
it.
Right.
But it's been sold twice. So you can't blame the residents for being a little
Right,
hot under the collar, you know?
exactly.
And how do they keep getting away with this?
Well, that's what we were talking about with Holly, about like marking it somehow with the tax collector or the assessor's office that it shouldn't be sold somehow on any lot that has a
But
covenant.
it's a buildable lot now, right?
Not until the road is done.
Yeah, but I mean,
It meets
it
everything.
meets all the
Well, it
requirements.
was a buildable lot when it was signed by the planning board,
Yeah,
and it carried that right through, but they
Right.
were told it wasn't, and then they said, we're not gonna do anything with it. And that kind of shot everything down, because they were gonna do it then, and now it's come back again.
hmm.
Last year, in January and February, we had, in March, I believe, we had a realtor that had it under agreement on every single meeting about pasture lane
Yeah.
because she was hoping that it would get done.
Yeah.
And now we're another year away from that.
Mhm.
So I'll reach out to Huxham and
Yeah.
field that question and see if we get an answer back. Okay. Now you want to go on to,
Correspondence?
so Joanne, we've had to back and forth with the other marijuana place at the bank. Were they filing with us?
Yeah, they've already applied.
And that's coming up?
That's on the April 7th meeting.
Okay.
They're at 7 o'clock for their site plan review, and then the special permit 7:15.
Okay.
Then we have River Street Associates at 7:45, that's, 115 River Street.
What was
And we
that?
have, the River Street Robert Grant, that's on at 7:45, but before that, I have Liddell on there for 7:30 that night too, so you want me to keep them on for that time?
Yep.
I guess we'll invite as counsel or maybe just remind them.
Well, I think what we do is we just send another letter saying that, you're on the agenda and
Right.
we're requesting your presence,
Mhm.
whatever that turns out to be, but.
So, lots of stuff going on in Pembroke, multifamily off of Old Washington Street, 9 2-bedroom units. Nothing really close to our borders. I'll make a motion to adjourn.
I'll second it.
Any discussion? All in favor?
All right.
All right.
Aye.
I think that one's even quicker.